How's it going, everybody? Level M Diecast bringing you Dodge action from Matchbox today. This is the second series of Dodge. This is the Walmart exclusive. So there is 7 models in this set. We're going to start with these 4. These are all the re-released decos. These are the ones that are not brand new or exclusive to the line. So first one we'll take a look at. This is the Viper GTSR. This one in black and gold. This one is a reissue from a previous release. This release right here is the original one. This came in a 5-pack. Came in a, I believe it was called Car Wash to be exact. This is the mix on the back. Looks pretty good. This mix does have 7 cars because the Durango was slated to be part of the first mix, but it was delayed. And thankfully, the Matchbox team still delivered on all 12 models for the set. So we'll go ahead and get this GTSR open up. Get him out. So does have a black interior. It is a gunmetal kind of black kind of color. Looks pretty good. Gold D10s on there. Bigger in the rear, smaller in the front. It says Viper GTSR on the fender. Then you have that nice Viper logo right there at the back of the car. Look at the base deets. 2022. So this casting has been modified from the original version, which is this one here. So just taking the versions on the surface, you can see the original one was a gloss black. It is not a kind of a metallic gunmetal black like the new one is, which is on the bottom. Original one also had lace wheels. Did have Dodge on the side, which the new one does not. Golds are obviously different. Taking a look at the model on the top, you can see the old one had a gray interior, new one has a black interior. So significantly different. Also, the new one is a bit of a tinted window. The original one was just clear. So take a look at the front. The original one on the right, new one on the left. Doesn't appear to have any changes on the front here. Looking on this side, same changes with the details of the prints. It still does have Matchbox in there, but the one on the bottom has the new Matchbox versus the circle Matchbox logo they were using at the time. And then taking a look at the base in the back here, you can see where it has been modified on how it's been assembled. So the rivet has been changed on the new one, which is on the left. So other than that, the details are the same. So all they did was pretty much change where they assembled the model from. So quite a few changes. So base is also black on the original, which is on the top. They also changed the direction of the print. A lot of other changes on the base as well. This is before they were doing base codes, so there's no base stamp code on there. So significantly different between the two. Far more different than even I thought there would be. So we're going to go ahead and just do round robin. So we're going to start with our Charger up here. This is the Dodge Charger in blue. So this is from a mainline release. So just another blue one, unfortunately. That is the mainline release right here. The original release right there is dated in 15. So I can guarantee you there will not be any differences between the two of these, but just for illustration purposes, hopefully there is. So our original is going to be on the top. I mean, there is a change in the color and the shade of the blue, but that's going to be expected. Still does have the same silver printed 5 spokes on the side. Still has the same prints for the headlights and the fog lights in the front. Looking at the base, looking at the details in the back. A little bit better prints on the top, which is the original. So the one on the bottom is the new one. So not quite as good as crisp prints. Definitely different color of red as well, but still has the same Dodge on the plates. Between the two, get that to focus. So other than that, all the details are the same. Taking a look at our base. So our new one is R22. Obviously, no changes to the casting. It's only been out for a couple of years. Then, of course, they both have the same clear window and the same black interior. So unfortunately, no differences on those as well. So we'll put the new one up on the podium, the original one down on the bottom. Brings us to our next model. This is the Dodge Charger Pursuit. This is a reissue of the very first release of this casting. That was this one. Very first time this casting was ever released was in this deco here. So this is the original one, dated F23 on the bottom. So very, very old, based on today's casting codes. So this guy had a separate light bar for the top. It was just added on. It was not integrated. So you will see on the new one, it is integrated because they did update the casting. So that is going to be the main difference between the two. I don't anticipate there'll be any difference between the decos. So R22 is the number on this one. Take a look at these. The original will be on the top. So look at your placards, all that good stuff like that. Still 19 unit 19-5. Still says police, same colors. Blue stripe, black stripe, still have the same shield, although the gold is much darker on the new one on the bottom. Both say Dodge on there, looks pretty good. Not too shabby. Looking at the front, they are assembled the same. Same interior, same windows. And then the base deets, they did change a couple of things on the base, mainly just the Matchbox logo and, just some prints and stuff like that. So it looks pretty decent. So we'll take that. I like that. We'll just stick those two guys neck and neck just like that. All right, we're going to move on to the Challenger. So this is a re-release of a... I feel like this charcoal one came in a 5-pack. I could be wrong, though. I'm pretty sure it came in a 5-pack, but it might have been a mainline release. But either way, it wasn't like a special or exclusive version or anything like that. That original one is dated right here. This one... Let's see if it has any date codes. It might be too old for date codes. So it looks like this one is too old for a date code. So there is the base deets. So we'll go ahead and crack the new one open. So there is our new one, dated R22. It is stamped in there. So in this charcoal gray. So we'll do the original on the top. See, there's a little bit different in the finish of the paint, but the colors are the same. Looking at the rear prints, they are the same between the two. So the plates are even the same. So a little bit bigger print on the original, a little bit smaller print on the new one. Still does have the same, print up for the exhaust tips. Obviously, the taillight print is much crisper on the new one than the old one for sure. They both have the chrome D10 wheels. Take a look at the front details. So the new one, again, on the bottom has much crisper, much better print than the one on the top. So that's always a good thing. We'll definitely take that. They both have the fog lights printed up. Take a look at the top. They both have the same color window, same color interior. All that good deets like that. And then just going on to the base, you see the base has been pretty modified from the prints and all that good stuff like that. So other than that, nothing doing. Still looks, pretty good. It's pretty detailed. Not too bad. I mean, you're not going to see underneath here. So we'll put the new guy there. We'll put the existing one down there on the bottom. All right, so that covers the re-releases. Now we get to move to the brand new releases. So this is the one that was released, or I should say, delayed from the original release. This is the Dodge Durango 2018. This in pearl white. This was delayed. Of course, it showed up in the A batch for 2022 in black. We've also seen it in red in hitch and tow already. So this one looks pretty good. Does say Dodge on the plate. Got your taillights done up pretty good. Does have a trailer hitch. This model does not have an interior. No interior on this model, unfortunately. Does have the same 5 spokes that it's got on the other 2 versions we've seen so far. And then the front prints look pretty good. Does say Dodge in the grill. Very nice version. There's the base deets. Of course, made in Thailand. That really nice pearl white. Looks really, really good. Really, really good. So we'll move our Vipers. We'll make room for our Durango. Next one up, this is going to be the Dodge Swept Side pickup. This is a brand spanking new deco for this particular model. So we've seen this a couple of times. We debuted last year We've also seen it this year, and now this is the latest rendition in a kind of a turquoise and black. Looks really, really good. Does have those fins off of the bed. Does a Dodge embossed chrome base, which is very, very nice. Looks very, very good. 1957 on this one. That lower grill part is part of the interior and is also the bed. So that looks pretty good. Like this version. Looks like the black didn't get all that great of finish on this side, but it's not the big a deal. Throw that guy down there. And now, not only is this a new deco, this is a brand spanking new casting. This is the first time we're seeing this casting. This is the 40 Dodge pickup, debuting here in the Dodge Series, Series 2. Card art looks absolutely fantastic. Love that they're just putting in new castings in certain lines. We don't have to wait for them to hit the main line. Nice front tampos. Looks very, very good. Those headlights are part of the fenders, which are a separate piece, which are technically the interior, which looks pretty good. All that print up on the top and the front looks pretty good. Got your cross tire grills. Looks good. Does have the disc hub wheels. Really like the color. Looks good. Like the color break in the bed so that the interior kind of carries through into the bed. That looks really good. You do have Dodge embossed on the back. No details for plate or taillights or anything on this one, but that's perfectly fine. There's no side tampos on this either. It just gets the front pass, which is kind of interesting. It does have a chrome base. You don't see much of that, but you do see the front and rear bumpers, which is what you should see. Take a look here. We'll get our man number off there, which is 1340. So that might be one of the highest numbers we've seen thus far. So they're churning them out. Looks very, very good. Like that one a lot. That one I think deserves to be kind of the center of attention. Turn our Challenger around here. We'll put our Dodge pickup right there. So there you go. That is the second series of Dodge from Matchbox for 2022. That is hidden in Walmart's. It's going to be a little difficult to find. It was a little difficult for me to find, but I think you guys might look out. But anyways, there you go. Let me just think about those. Let me know what you think about that sweet 1940 pickup. And that Durango is fantastic in white too. Looks super, super good. And didn't realize just how different these Vipers were going to be. So that is a plus as well. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Leveling.cast. Peace.